Welcome to the channel. We are halfway through the year. We've had 6 straight months of great content here on the channel, and I figured, hey, it's time to start putting some new things into the pipeline. So today we're going to be playing another roguelike deck builder. This is called Luck Be a Landlord, and this series is called Fixed Income Frenzy because we are going to play this game with no rerolls and no skips. What does that mean? Do not worry, my friends. It will be explained as we go. We are going to attempt to beat all 20 floors in 20 episodes. It'll be a short series from that aspect, with the stipulation that we don't do rerolls and we don't do skips. What do I mean by those? You'll see shortly. The premise of this game, it is a slot machine-based roguelike deck builder. So we saw Balatro. That's here on the channel. It's great. Very popular game. This game not as popular, but I enjoy it just as much. And I hope that you will as well, even though it can be maybe a little bit more confusing to kind of figure out. But don't worry, we'll get there. We'll all be experts. Now, I've played a lot of this game. I've beat every floor on this, and I generally don't skip or reroll anyway. So I think we'll be fine. But it's been a minute, and so this could go either way. Luckily, you'll only see the good stuff. So, enjoy your stay in our apartment complex. It comes with a complimentary slot machine. You can use it to get coins and pay your rent. Speaking of which, your rent is 25 coins and is due in 5 spins. Good luck, your landlord. And that's the premise of the game. We are paying rent via a slot machine in our apartment, and the rent will escalate, much like in real life. So, it is what it is. We always start with these 5 symbols. A coin, which gives 1 coin. A cherry, which gives 1 coin. A pearl, which gives 1 coin. A flower, which gives 1 coin. And a cat, which gives 1 coin. But also will give an extra 9 coins for each milk it destroys that is adjacent to it. We will be adding symbols after every spin. Things will synergize with these. There will be anti-synergies. Symbols will destroy other symbols. They'll buff other symbols. We'll get items as buffs. It's just like Balatro, but it's a slot machine. Okay, that's all you need to know. Let's begin. So we're going to get 5 coins just right there, and then we have a decision to make. Now, I could skip, but that's part of this whole process, is I am not going to be doing that. It is, in a lot of cases, advantageous to skip or reroll if we were to get a reroll symbol. But we will not be doing that. We'll also not be manually destroying symbols, although we can get symbols that will destroy one another, I think is fine. I'm going to go ahead and take the dwarf. He's really good if you have beer out there. He also has an ability to destroy ore if we get a special item later. And there's some other fun things that he can do. So we'll take him to start. We'll also take Gambler because he kind of is more like an investment. He gains value every spin, but you don't cash that in until he is removed from the board via a dice roll. And we don't have any dice out there right now, so he's perfectly safe, and we'll just let him be. This is a choice. Cultist. Cultist is interesting. If you have a lot of them, they're really good. But probably egg is the best value here for us because it could turn into something better every time we spin. It has that option. And now we have really tough choice here. Do we get a coal is a guaranteed diamond later, which would give us 5 coins every time it comes up. Or we could get a random gem when this is destroyed. We don't have anything to destroy this yet, but I do like having some ore on the board, so I'm going to go with it. And our rent is due. We're going to pay it. We have $31. Rent is $25, so we have $6 left. And now the rent's going to go up. Since we cleared that threshold, a new one is unlocked. $50 in 5 spins. We only need $44 based on what we have. But we're also going to get an item. So first, let's pick our symbol that we want to add. I think I'm going to do Chemical 7. It will destroy itself, but it'll give us 7 coins when it does so. And then we'll get a Lucky 7, which 3 of those will turn into 77 coins. It's, pretty simple. Ooh, what do we have here? We have an egg already. So I'm going to take Egg Carton. We could throw our eggs into that basket, and that's like passive income for us. So we'll want to prioritize getting more eggs. Remember that, because I probably won't. There's a lot to keep track of, especially when you're in a no skip, no remove, no reroll situation. Hexes have, you know, this could give us 3 coins every time, but it also has a chance to remove coins. I don't like that. Crab is kind of useless, but it's probably the best option out there right now that we have. It's really the only one that we can really do anything with. Goldfish is good. Let's add another dwarf, though. We need 10 in 2 spins. I'm going to add another ore. That puts us over the threshold we need to be. And oh, a goose could give us a golden egg. I'll take a coal, though, because that's a guaranteed diamond, and we did skip out on one of those earlier. All right, our rent is due. We're going to pay that. Now we have 6 spins to get to 100 coins, so 88 more coins we need. Again, we're not doing rerolls, so there's no benefit to us to take this one. I think instead we take the chick, and for our item, I'm probably going to take lunchbox. This will allow us to immediately add 3 food-based symbols to the board. So let's do that. I'll take another egg because we have egg carton. I'll take another egg because we have egg carton. This is great. That's easy passive income for us. We can get that all the way up to 6 if we want. Interesting here, it's a little early for a buffing cap, so we could grab another cat, but we don't have any milk. And we don't have any bubbles for the goldfish. But a goldfish could be good because it potentially, if we get fishbowl later, that's huge. So I'll take it. Again, we just got to remember what we have. These are all not very good. I'll take flour since we already have one. Oof. We got 3 spins to get 40 coins here. I guess I'll do snail. And then, since we have a couple flowers, bee seems like a good bet. And then we have 1 spin to get something. We could get another goldfish. I'm going to get another goldfish. Okay, you saw the bee just kind of buff that flower. So there we go. We made our rent. That's $100. Now we have 6 spins to get 134 coins. We are being given reroll and removal tokens, but we're not going to use those because that is, of course, the self-imposed rule we have gave ourselves. Voidstone is pretty much an easy 8 coins. Lockbox is good, but we don't have a key, and I don't want to wait around for one. Oh, this is great. We got Dwarven Anvil. And since we have dwarfs, they can destroy ore now. Yeah, we want that. That is big for us. That's a huge spin right there. They're not all going to be like that, just so you know, but that's a huge one. I'm going to take another goldfish. Now, miners can also destroy ore natively, but we don't really need that right now because we have dwarfs that can do that and more. Taking another goldfish. See, now that I have kind of a system in place, I'll probably start to kind of breeze through this a little bit. I could take a coal here, but beer would be good for the dwarves. They're very thirsty. And what are we thinking here? Banana? No. Flour? For the bee? That puts us up to 250, 100 more than what we need, so we're left with 100 coins, and we have 7 spins to get to 225. Obviously, we want to get higher than that. Here's a big ore, which will give us 2 stones. We'll take that. And then for our item, Lefty the Rabbit could be good. This would give us a better chance at rare symbols. But it could also potentially clog the deck if we don't get the lint roller item. So let's do the safe route, which is green pepper, which will give us 3 coins if there's at least 3 symbols on the board that are the same. Okay, adjacent. You have 2 more coins. I don't really want to put rain. We'll do a lucky capsule to destroy itself and give us a chance at a rare symbol next turn here. Which moon is the one that it comes up with? I think I'll just take another dwarf. I think that's the play right now. So they both drank that beer, so that's going to be... Oh, that's a lot of coins. Ooh, light bulb, buffing castle. Both of these are good. Let's go buffing castle. Buffing capsule right now. Probably not the best play. I probably should have went with the light bulb. Let's grab another ore. And that gave me some kind of stone. What is that? That's a sapphire, which gives 2 coins. We do have a golden egg out there. That's cool. All right. We get to add a symbol here. We're already well over our threshold. We could get General Zaroff is pretty cool because he'll just destroy anybody that's a person. Right now we have the gambler and no dice, so that's pretty good. And we have 3 of the dwarfs. You know what? I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it because he's also gonna give us. Wow, he just destroyed everybody in one foul swoop. All of our dwarves are gone. That's not necessarily great long term. We're gonna have to figure out. We're either have to get some miners or some dwarfs back up here for these remaining ore. Either way, our rent is now increased to 307 spins. We've already met that threshold because that was a hell of a spin. So we're in pretty good shape. Incredible fish tank is huge. Puts all goldfish in this item. This is more passive income for us. We'll definitely take that. The other ones are good options as well, but again, this is simply you know, this is round 1 basically, or floor 1. I'm gonna take an apple just because it's rare. Doesn't really have anything special about it currently. Do I want a cat? I think I want a key. Really wish I wouldn't have taken all those flowers on there. We'll take a chick. Another goldfish for this. Is there a limit? There is not. So this can... We can... Every time we put a goldfish in there, that's just another permanent coin per spin that we don't have to worry about. Hex of Hoarding's fine because we're adding symbols anyway. If it's going to force us to add one, it's just going to remove the skip option, which is fine. We'll put billionaire, another one for General Zaroff to potentially destroy. Rent is due, so we're going to go ahead and pay that for 300, and now rent is 350 due in 8 spins. I think we're covered, but obviously we want to keep going. I'm going to grab Mrs. Fruit just because it's a person, and for our item, we're not going to be spending a removal token, so that's useless. If 3 or more of the same symbol are adjacent, they give 2 more coins. Man, yeah, we don't have any of this, so we're going to go Rusty Gear is really the only option that's any good. We'll put a golem out there. A golem will destroy itself and also create some ore for us. And I'm still hopeful that we will get something to, you know, destroy that. Hustling capsule was great. That gives us a permanent +1 per spin. That passive income is really good. Bronze arrow is also good. All these symbols are good in some way. Like, it's just... It's easy to get overwhelmed. Definitely taking the dwarf. Maybe he can, before the general gets him, get some of these things out of here. Hooligan. That's another person for the... there he goes. He just destroyed him. That's 25 coins every time he kills someone. We're definitely taking another dwarf. It's a no-brainer. The golem destroyed itself. That puts some ore out there for us. We'll take a gambler. Sure we will. And look at all this ore just turning into pearls. That's not very good, but it's a lot of coins for destroying those. 350 is our rent. It's paid. Now it's up to 425. We have 8 spins. To further help, they're giving us more reroll and removal tokens. We're not messing with those, so we don't care. We continue on. The frozen fossil will destroy itself after 20 spins. The amount of spins needed is reduced by 5 for each hex, witch, or cultist. And it can add eldritch creature when destroyed, which can also remove stuff. Yeah, it's honestly the best option. Ooh, grave robber. Do we want that? We don't have an urn out there. Pizza the cat would just allow us to get more cats. Swear jar's pretty good. We'll take swear jar. That's kind of like a backup if things go haywire. Although we're kind of late in the run for that to probably get much value. We'll go with coal here. Again, we're looking for 425. Buffing capsule will give 2x by everything that it's near, so hopefully we get a good roll with that. Hex of draining, maybe? We have a key, but no lockbox. We'll do hex of draining since we're going to be getting that eldritch creature. There goes one of our dwarves. Yeah, item capsule will give us a free item. Which one is this? Checkered flag. Okay. That means some of our rotating symbols will take less time to do stuff. I would normally do lucky capsule, but since we got General Zarov out there and a bunch of ore, I'm going to go ahead and grab another dwarf and a gambler. We're going to be grabbing a lot of like people with this setup, I think. We're doing really well. I'll take another coal, but again, this is just floor 1, so it will get harder. Our swear jar has not amounted to anything yet, by the way. 425 for our rent. Now it's up to 575. We have 9 spins. Another eldritch creature? Wow. I don't think I've ever had 2 of them. Horseshoe for 2 coins each spin passively. I mean, that's just good long-term investment. Wow. And we're up to over 600. We'll take a tedium capsule. Another ore. So it would be in our benefit to take hexes now as well. Hold on. Does General Zarov doesn't kill toddlers, does he? He does! Alright, well. We'll take the toddler then. And a golem for some more ore. And you just saw the eldritch creature went ahead and destroyed that hex. And I think it gets a permanent buff of 1 coin every time it destroys one, so that's good. We'll grab a beer. That will be good for our dwarves that are out there. We'll do rabbit fluff. That boosts the chance at a rare item. Our eggs are maxed out. I'll throw another one out there anyway. Maybe it'll turn into something nice. We're approaching like 1,000 coins, which is pretty cool. Another beer's fine. A lot of pearls out there. I would love to get a light bulb or something. All right, let's pay our rent there and move on to the next threshold. 625 in the next 9 spins. We got this covered. There's a treasure chest. We already have a key. So if they match up, that's really nice. Oh, shit. X-ray machine. All ore will only add rare or better symbols. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's do item capsule. Easy choice. We'll do toddler again. Can't believe that dwarf drank that beer right in front of that toddler. We'll take another hex for the eldritch creature. Hopefully that doesn't screw us later because hexes can be hexing. A goldfish for the bowl. We got a new item. It's not one that we're probably going to get much value of. There's a light bulb. That just buffs our shiny stones. And then goes away after, I think, 5 buffs. Wolves give 1 more. Dogs transform into wolves. I don't think I have any dogs out there. Oh, I didn't realize... does he... Wait, hold on. Was the golem destroying itself or does General okay, it must have destroyed itself. I was going to say, there's no way he destroyed it. Ninja can be destroyed by the general as well. Another ore. Yeah, I like this. This is turning out pretty well. These runs will not all be this easy, by the way. Okay, we'll pay that amount, and now we need to give 675. Dove is cool. Yeah, it can save some symbols from being destroyed and then buff itself when it happens. Or gives one more. Or stones give one more. Yeah, we'll select that one. Take a lockbox. Yeah, I mean, it would be advantageous to us to start removing stuff off of here. But that's not necessarily going to happen with this rule set. So we are living with our choices. This is kind of like, none of these are really good. I'll just take snail. And there's our second eldritch creature. We've been hexed. So in this case, because we had the hex of emptiness, I believe, yeah, we don't get to add anything. So I guess if we do want to skip, we could just start taking those, and that will make it more likely that we would be forced to skip. Hex of Thievery is the better long-term play, honestly. But I'll take the Hooligan for the burst, because we're kind of late in the run here. I don't know if we would get 25 coins of value out of that. Three-sided die. It's fine. And what do we want to do here? Bar of soap. That'll create some bubbles. Basically, it's just self-destructive because then the soap destroys itself. The bubbles destroy themselves. It's really nice. Look at that eldritch creature eating up those hexes. We love that. Another big ore for the pile that hopefully something can destroy. We'll pay our rent. Our final rent threshold here of $777. Ooh, Beastmaster. He'll buff animals. Mining pick will give us extra cash when an ore is destroyed. Or we could add more. How many ore do we have out here? We've got plenty of ore, so let's do that. I was going to say we could add more animals for the Beastmaster because he is pretty rare. Now I'm kind of wishing I had. We'll do orange. Light bulb's good. Light bulb will buff our stones. We need to start destroying these ores though, so I need something. Ooh, time capsule. Where do I want to say? Let's do time capsule. Time capsule will allow us to pick a symbol that was previously destroyed. There we go. We destroyed some more, and we're going to get some coins from the what's it called? The mine pickaxe thing. Another hex for us. Okay, this is turning out pretty good. Say we do a hustling capsule, and that'll give us another pool ball. Three more spins. We're well over where we need to be. We'll throw Miner out there just to try and get some more of these ores gone before we hit the boss fight. There is indeed a boss fight. These are kind of crappy. I'll do Earn, I guess. And our rent is due. We have $777. And now... Oh, our landlord has retreated to floor 2. I thought we had to fight the landlord, but I guess not. We will eventually have to fight him. But he's moved on. And so will we. We could continue playing in endless mode, but you know me. I'm all about finite stuff. So all in all, we had 63 symbols out there. We made all 12 payments. We did end up having 56 symbols and an item destroyed and 15 symbols removed via a couple items we had. But that's it. That's it for floor 1 of Luck Be a Landlord, Fixed Income Frenzy. They will not all be this easy. We will have to try different competing synergies to make this work. I hope you'll join me for this series. Again, a limited series. I only intend on doing 20 episodes of this just to complete the 20 floors. But if you like the game, check it out. It's a fun time. Aliens Rock on YouTube does a pretty in-depth series about this, including a tier list of all the symbols and stuff, which is really, really cool. It's a few years old at this point, but I really like when people play this game. And the music's really good, even though I don't have it turned on. So maybe you can check that out for yourself. We'll see you next time.